This is Always Be Finding, where opportunity is created, not chased.
Let's start simple. The old sales playbook? Kinda obsessed with persuasion and pressure, right? But here's what research keeps showing. Familiarity builds trust before any pitch even lands. That's called the mere exposure effect. Basically, people trust what's familiar, even if you're just quietly in their orbit, not obnoxious in their inbox. No tricks, no manipulation, just presence.
There's this beautiful paradox in buyer psychology. Most people don't respond to the perfect pitch. They respond to timing that fits their lives. You can craft language until it's flawless, but if relevance and readiness don't overlap, it's like shouting in an empty theater. But if you're simply present when the timing does click, opportunity lands in your lap not because you chased, but because you planned.
People think sales means pushing, but most homeowners are just busy. Kids, work, travel, stuff breaks. If you're always asking for something, they tune you out. Last year, I had a client I'd worked with before. After the job, I checked in once in a while. No pitch, just a quick heads up about things that actually mattered to them, like seasonal maintenance and what to watch for as the weather changed. Sometimes they replied, sometimes they didn't. Then I didn't hear anything for almost 2 months. Turns out they were dealing with a family issue and a basement project that went sideways. My stuff just wasn't top of mind. Then one day they called. First thing they said was, "Sorry it took so long. We kept meaning to call you back." That conversation led to a whole new project. Not because I chased it, not because I sold hard, just because I stayed present, stayed helpful, and didn't make it awkward. That happens more than people think. Silence usually means life is happening. Not that you're being avoided. Presence creates permission.
That's the thing. Value without demand actually lowers people's defenses. If your check-in doesn't ask for anything, the other person is way more likely to let you in. And don't be lazy about it. Give it effort. I hear this one all the time. Just checking in to see if you need anything. It sounds polite, but clients see through it. They know it usually means, I want to sell you something. From their side, it doesn't feel helpful. It feels vague. Now they have to either say no or ignore it, which is why it so often gets silence. Real presence isn't generic. It's specific and relevant. A good check-in has a reason that exists for them, not you. We can do better.
Okay, let's get practical. What does it mean to show presence? Simple touch points, like sending a quick resource, a heads up about something they care about, or just a friendly, don't forget to note. No pitch, no hidden ask. That's how you stay top of mind, by making their day a little easier, not heavier.
Years ago, I was working with a tech company, and I saw this salesperson struggle to generate new opportunities. She was kind, sharp, reliable. But after a sale, poof, vanished. No follow-up, just on to the next one. There was this other guy at the same company who was, honestly, a little less refined, maybe rough around the edges, but he always seemed present. He'd drop short, thoughtful notes. Saw this add-on and thought of you. Or, hope your team likes the new update. Never pushy. He got the follow-up calls, always had opportunities, not because he was the best, but because he was available. That's the lesson that stuck. Opportunity doesn't always go to the most polished. It goes to the one who's present when it counts.
Imani, I'm so glad you shared that. I see the same thing in like every kind of job. Think about a contractor, quick seasonal tip, no sales pitch. 3 months later, a customer calls because you were on their mind, and you didn't have to chase them. In tech, that "here is what is coming in the update next week" note might spark a product expansion. In retail, remembering a regular's name, "I can text you when we're getting a new shipment in," way more powerful than some huge discount blast. That's presence, human and steady.
Those small gestures matter so much more than we realize, and you don't have to be perfect or overly polished, just genuinely care. Not tracking people like prey, but giving clarity, be their trusted advisor, help them get what they want or need. It's about being a steady, positive presence, permission, not pressure. That's where opportunity starts to feel natural, not forced.
The win here is, this makes your life easier when you have a steady stream of new opportunities. That's where the effort pays off, and these are high close rate, quick to close opportunities. If you're already a familiar name, there's less resistance, less scrambling for relevance. They don't need the whole backstory. You're just a continuation, not an interruption. That's effort, ease, and emotion, all built up in advance. Momentum selling feels totally different.
So if someone remembers you, they reach for you. Presence creates permission. Show up, thoughtfully and consistently, and you'll be amazed at how often opportunity simply opens the door.
That's the habit. Practice low-friction, expectation-free check-ins. No system overhaul. Pick a rhythm you can keep and stick to it. All right, what action can you take tomorrow morning? Take a second and think. Who are 10 people you genuinely want to stay connected with? Your recent clients, but it can also be prospects. Pick one relevant value lane you can offer. Could be an insight, a reminder, a resource, even just a useful timing heads up. And then, send just one message. No ask, no pressure. Leave space at the end, don't fill it with a call to action. That's how presence becomes pipeline, one steady beat at a time.
Can I jump in with a real example? So, I started a habit of a daily morning check-in. First cup of coffee, I choose a client and fire off one super simple email. I saw this and thought it would be a good fit for your front entrance. I make it short and real. Did it boost my close rate? Oh yeah. It's not instant, but you start seeing old clients reach back out because you didn't vanish. But you have to make it a habit, same time every morning, pick a client and send.
And if you ever doubt it's working, remember, every small human touchpoint is a deposit in the trust bank. You can't always see the interest growing, but when the moment comes, you're top of mind. Set a recurring reminder, a tiny calendar event every weekday. One message every day. It adds up. Thoughtful presence creates permission. Make it a habit. Seriously, start doing it today.
I'll close with this. Most people think opportunity disappears when the conversation ends. Actually, it disappears when you do. Being present doesn't mean being annoying. It's about being human. Show up, thoughtfully and consistently, and you don't interrupt people's lives. You earn a place in them. When the moment comes, they don't search, they reach. So that's your rhythm. Keep it real, keep it regular, and keep it human.
It comes down to creating real, sustainable habits. Stay available without crowding anyone, and you'll see the difference.
Consistency creates momentum. If they remember you positively, the next move feels easy. Take the thoughtful approach, not the heavy hand. We'll see you all in Chapter 3.
You've been listening to Always Be Finding. Stay visible, stay relevant, and we'll catch you on the next episode.